not playing. I'm not playing with these. I'm not playing with these nuts. Not playing with these nuts. Not for real. I really am not playing with these niggas. Like, I know, y'all. What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's Ashani's podcast. Every Monday, 6 p.m. Tune in. Yes, sir. Where the motto is F you, do you. What's good, y'all? This is Ashani's podcast. Let's get it. I don't think I'm ready for this. Wow.
Lion. Hey, love. Hey, pretty. Baddest bitch in the city. Yeah. It's a ditty. It take more than hundreds to try to get with me. I'm litty.
Okay. Alright, cool. So today we're gonna talk about bullying. For all my bullies out there, tune in, cause yeah, I'm talking to you. Cause what's really going on? I don't like nothing about it. I can't stand a bully. Like, I really can't. Cause at this point, what's wrong with you? Stank. I'm not, yo. Look, I'm not even, yo. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all only saw the message I just received, like, people, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not playing with these niggas. But not for real, like, hold on. Let me just, hold on. Today, I'm going to be talking about bullying, and I just really can't stand a bully. Because at this point, like, you got to really sit back and think, what's wrong with you? If you out here bullying people, just doing whatever you want, saying whatever you want, or whatever, you got to sit down and really think about what you got going on inside. I feel like it's deeper than what we see or what we think. Like, yes, bullying is wrong no matter what. Like, I don't care what happened or whatever the case may be. But most people don't become bullies unless like they were bullied or they have personal stuff going on at home. But then it just comes down to, if you're a bully, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on in your life? Like, you don't like something about you, you don't like something that's inside of you. Like, there's something more, it's personal. Like, it's an issue that you have with yourself. You don't love yourself, you don't have the right self-esteem. Like, your self-esteem is very low. So I definitely feel like if your child is a bully, you know, like, okay, I'm not gonna say you know when your child is a bully, but like, you might see signs of it. So if you ever like experience your child being a bully, I feel like you should dead that. Like, just nip that in the bud real quick. Like, no, your child is not tough. No, your child does not know how to handle themselves. Like, no. If you, because we as adults know what bullying is. Regardless of what we want to say about it or what we think about it, we know what bullying is. So if it's our child that's being the bully, we need to have that conversation. We need to talk to them and find out what's going on. Because at the end of the day, bullies don't like themselves. And that's why they portray those horrible feelings onto other kids and other people, because there's something going on inside of them. So you need to get them help. Get your child help and really figure out what's going on. Because at the end of the day, like, it's gonna go to something else that could have been avoided if you just would have been an adult about it and nipped it in the bud. Why sit here and be like, my child ain't no bully, my child ain't no bully, he just know how to handle himself, she just know how to handle herself, she know how to no, that's not how it is. There's a difference between knowing how to carry yourself, knowing how to handle yourself, and actually being a bully. Alright? It's called, there's a thing called bullying, there's a thing called self-defense. Okay, like, there's a difference. There's a difference. If your child is not being picked on or anything like that and just going out picking on people, you're gonna know. You're an adult, you know the difference. Like, let's not play dumb, okay? So I feel like if you ever experience your child being a bully, or you ever feel like, or you ever have other people telling you that your child is a bully, you need to look into that. See what's going on. Get your child help. Because otherwise, your child is going to experience other things that they should not have to experience, which is getting smacked by the other kids' parents. Like, I'm just like, but like, you feel me? Like, if your kid might bully the wrong person one day and they got brothers and sisters and that bully get jumped. Now you like, oh my gosh, they jumped my child, but your child had it coming. Like, let's make it make sense. As an adult, you should never encourage bullying, like, at all. People might say, oh, why would anybody encourage it? But you might unintentionally do it and not even notice that you're doing it. When you ignore it, you're encouraging the bullying. When you don't say anything, don't get your child help, you're encouraging the bullying. So, yeah. Definitely gotta get it together. It starts inside the house. And like, they just did. Dang! Dang! Yo, he's all up in my pocket. Dang, I just look up and here go my stink right here in my face, yo. Like, like, what's really going on? Anyway, y'all, that was funny. So, first of all, let's start with what is the definition of being a bully. So, a bully is a person who seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Let me say that again. A person who seeks to harm or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable. So you're basically going after the weak. You're going after, like, you feel me? Like, that's just what it is. You're going after somebody who you think may be weak. And then once again, that brings me to the fact that I said, what did I say? Your child might bully the wrong person one day because you're going after somebody that you think is weak. Like, you're looking at them every day, you feel me, and you're constantly picking at them because you think that they're weak. But one day you might try that with the wrong child and they really beat your child up, you feel me? Or one day they get fed up with you picking on them every day, because that gets tiring. Nobody wants to get bullied every day, picked on every day, talked about every day, you feel me? Like, no, nobody wants that. So excuse me. But yeah, like, you're going after somebody that you think is weak. So what does that make you as a bully? A lot. Like, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just stating the facts here. Don't shoot the messenger, you know, cause yeah, if you sit here and be like, I'm gonna bully him because I know he won't do anything back. Obviously, you're a punk yourself, because you're not gonna go bully somebody or try to mess with somebody your own size or somebody that you think could come back at you or might even beat you up. No, keep that same energy with everybody. Don't be trying to go after the weak. I don't like that. And like I said, it's a self-esteem issue. If I don't like myself, I'm going to portray those feelings onto other people. I mean, I've never been the type to do that. You feel me? Like, I'm not about to, because I have had self-esteem issues, but I wasn't out here just bullying anybody in my way. No. And I also feel like people fail to realize that they're bullies themselves. And even today, like, we have adults that are bullies. You feel me? Like, in the workplace, when you have superiors that's over you or whatever, and they just think they could belittle you and talk down on you, that's a form of bullying. You think, oh, because you're my manager, you could treat me a certain way or talk to me this way or talk to me that way. No, I have a saying where, well, it's not my saying, but I really love this saying. And it's, one is two of them. Treat people how you want to be treated, and you have to earn respect to get respect. I'm not just about to be, oh, I have to respect them and I have to do this because they're over me. No, you want me to respect you, you gotta respect me too. I don't just be giving out respect, like, especially at this age. Like, I'm grown now, I'm an adult. We're both adults. Like, I don't care if you're 60 or 55 or whatever the case may be. We're both adults. And I feel like that with family also. They feel like, oh, that's my aunt. So if my aunt or my uncle, whatever the case may be, oh, they could talk to me any kind of way. No, they could disrespect me. No, like, no, that's just not how that go. Especially now. We are adults now. We're not those little kids. So you're going to talk to me with some respect. You're going to talk to me like you got some sense. Family or not. Like, I don't like that. But, like, of course you're going to respect your aunts and you're going to respect your uncles and stuff like that. And you're going to respect your mom and your dad. But at the same time, like, if you want me to continue to keep respecting you, okay, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to be respectful regardless. I'm not going to automatically just wild out on you. But it's just so much a person can take because it's like I'm not that little kid anymore. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm going to need you to fix how you talking to me real quick. Like, I don't like that. So it's just like, even with, you know, adults in the real world, like, I feel like older adults really gotta think about what they be saying out their mouth sometimes because they really be thinking, oh, I'm your elderly, so they gonna respect me regardless. No sir, no ma'am. And I also feel like kids are not taught not to be mean. Like, let me elaborate. So a kid might go to school and they just making fun of this other kid, and then other kids keep joining in, and they're not realizing that they're being bullies because they're not taught to not do that, to not be mean to other kids. You feel me? Like, it might come up in a classroom when an incident occurs. Like, let's say a child is getting bullied and their parents get involved and stuff like that. So now the school want to take precautions, and now they want to teach a little segment about bullying, and then that's it. Everybody go on about their lives, and then it happens 2 months later. And, well, actually, it's still happening in between those months or whatever. Between that first incident and the next incident, all that bullying is still happening. But it takes like 2 to 3 months for somebody else to step up and for their parents to get involved. And then they want to just throw another little class in there. So nobody's really sitting down talking to kids about bullying, about what's going on, about why you shouldn't bully other kids, about suicide. Like, come on now, let's be real. Bullying leads to suicide. So it's like a lot of things could be avoided if we just sit down and talk to these kids, inform them, educate them. Because the school system does not care. They do not care. They care when they start losing that money. They care when their school is getting bad publicity because somebody done killed themselves due to bullying that was happening right under their noses. I'm talking too much? Let me know. Let me know if I'm getting too deep. You feel me? Let me know. Like, let me know what's really going on. Okay? Like, I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. But yes. And it's a lot of things that kids need to be taught from being at a young age that they are not taught. So it's just like, I feel like this generation of parents need to change the game, change the system. Be different. Yeah. You feel me? Like, don't be like our parents and don't be like the parents before us. Not saying they did anything wrong, but I'm just saying, like, we have to teach our kids how to be better. So yeah. I had asked 3 questions on my Facebook and my Instagram page. I'm gonna read my Facebook responses first. And the first question was, were you ever a bully? And I said, don't lie, because people love to play victim, or people love to say, I was never no bully. I was never no bully, knowing damn well they were. Or people were a bully and was not aware that they were being bullies. I feel like I was bullied to a certain extent when I was younger. And it was partly because I wanted to fit in so bad, and I wanted the friends because I now realize none of my friendships when I was younger were real friendships at all. Feel how you want. Like, I'm being so completely honest. Like, I feel like any friendship I had when I was younger was not real whatsoever. But I wanted to fit in. I wanted this person to like me, this person to like me. I wanted to be liked so bad by certain people that could care less about me. You feel me? Like, no. And I feel like that's how I was. And that goes again with not being taught. Like, not being taught how worthy you are, your self-worth. Like, not being taught that You don't have to be accepted by anybody. Don't worry about who likes you and who don't. And of course, you probably won't listen to your parents as a kid, but it still helps to be told that, or to be loved. When kids at home are not loved, then they go outside looking for love in all the wrong places. That's true. People really be like, oh, she just out here looking for love in all the wrong places, da 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 da. But why though? Why? What's going on in her life? What's going on in her home? If she's not getting that love in her home, of course she's going to go out and look for love in all the wrong places. If she's not doing it on purpose, it just so happens that that's just how it works out. If you're getting it don't matter if you're getting physically abused, mentally abused, verbally abused in the household, or whatever the case may be, you're still, every form of abuse is abuse. And so it's just like, if you being called bees all day long, I hate you, I don't even like you, why you still here? Mind you still in elementary, middle school, and you're being told this by your mother. Of course that's going to affect you in a negative way. That's going to have a negative impact on you. And I don't want nobody to like judge my mother or whatever the case may be. She was in a bad headspace and she's totally better now. Like, she 100% Christian. She was always a Christian, but she didn't have Christian ways. But she has changed, and like I said, our relationship has gotten better. But I'm just saying, like, back then, like, when a little girl is being told that by her mother, of course she's gonna go out in the streets, she's gonna act up, she's gonna be looking for love from the wrong people, she's just gonna be, and that affects her throughout her whole life. That has affected me throughout my whole life, okay? And I haven't learned about self-love and self-worth until probably, the end of last year? It's February now. But I'm talking about, like, and I'm 22. And I just learned that the end of last year, okay? Like, yes, so it's just like, that definitely affects, like, a little girl and her mother relationship should be best friends. Like, of course she shouldn't be talking to you like your best friend or whatever. Of course she still has to have that parent relationship also, but y'all should be close. You should be able to go to your mom about everything. I never used to go to my mom about anything. Now I do, but I never used to talk to her about anything, never used to ask her about anything, never used to ask her for advice. When I was 18, I was gone. I was like, oh, all right, it's time for me to go. Like, that's just how bad I wanted to leave, and that's how bad I did not want to stay here anymore, because of all of those, like, all of that abuse. Like, it was never physical, but it was always mentally and verbally. So it's just like, like, you little B word, like, just bitch, like, all types of B's, all types of I hate yous, all types of get out of here, why you still here, nobody wants you here, you feel me? Like, stuff like that affects a little girl. And so I'm out here looking for love in friendships, looking for love in boys, looking for love in every way that I can. And it's like, other kids, when I went to school, other kids don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They just see the actions that I'm portraying. So if I'm over here pressed to be this girlfriend or pressed to mess with this boy, that's all they see. They don't see the fact that, wow, she's really hurting inside. She's really looking for love, and she's really looking to be liked by the wrong people. And she's pressed to do this and pressed to do that because of what she has going on at home. So it's like, kids don't realize that other kids go through things, and they don't never know when other kid is going through something. Because I'm not going to just be out here like, yeah, my mom curses me out, my mom does this. Like, I'm not going to go to school and be just talking about that. So of course nobody's going to know. But like I was saying, other kids don't know that other kids go through things and what they're going through at home. So they just picking at what they see. She's pressed. Like, she's really pressed. Like, she be doing this, she be doing that. Like, like, what? And then, just picking at her and making fun of her now and just, talking about her and stuff like that, but not really knowing that she's hurting inside. Now, I could have also been the opposite way, and since I was being hurt at home, I could have been out here hurting other people. Just out here, like, fighting everybody, just being this big, bad, mean old girl, whatever, just want to fight her, fight him, fight them, like, you feel me? But that's just not how it went for me. So, I definitely feel like we have to have conversations like that. Also, tell these kids, like, don't pick on other kids because you never know what they have going on personally. You never know what they have going on outside of school. As kids, you think school is just your life. Like, that's it. Like, that's just the only life you live. Like, we don't have a life outside of school. Like, you feel me? And, yeah. But let me get to the point that kids are not the only people that are bullies. Adults are bullies also. Actually, I already had pointed that out when I said when we at work and people over us think they could treat us any type of way. No siree. No siree. And it's not just that. Even our family members, aunts, uncles, parents, no siree. Like, that's just not how that's about to go. But I definitely feel like my age group, like people 20 in their 20s or whatever, fail to realize that they are bullies or still are bullies, because some people become bullies and don't even realize it, and some people been bullies all their life. Like, that's just it. You feel me? So I definitely feel like some people need to just go get help. Like, you could still go get help. You could still go to therapy. You could still get a counselor. Like, talk to somebody. Let that hurt go, sis, because obviously you're still hurting, or you're starting to hurt, and so you want to hurt other people. What is that saying? Hurt people, hurt people. And it's facts. It's not always the case, because like I said, I was hurting, but I don't recall me hurting anybody else. You feel me? So it's just like, that's just how it is sometimes though. But hurt people hurt people. And I feel as though, like, all right, so for instance, if I got my friend, she want to go fight somebody, but shorty don't want to fight, but you just really like doing this and doing that, and really just like, yo girl, like, you go and fight, like, da da da. That's bullying. You're making somebody try to fight you that don't want to fight. That's bullying. You feel me? Or you out here, you on social media, and you airing this girl business out to the whole world. That's bullying. You're telling her business that she trusted you with, or business that you found out from somebody else, and it wasn't your business to begin with. It wasn't your business to begin with, even if she told you about it. You feel me? That's not your business to share. Like, you doing all of that, putting her business out there to the public, you know, taking pictures, posting pictures that wasn't for the world to see. All of that, that's bullying. And that's the same thing with boys too. Like, if you share a female's news or whatever, not only is that invading her privacy, invading her life, invading her trust, invading her body, but that's also a form of bullying. She trusted you with that information. She trusted you with those pictures, with those videos, and you betrayed her trust by posting that and showing the whole world. Even if you show your friend, like, no, that is for you. That is only for you. That business, that secret, that picture, that video was only for you. That's it. It was not for nobody else. So we have to be aware of our actions, no matter how mad we are, no matter how irritated we may get. We have to be aware of our actions, because at the end of the day, we don't know how mad, how sad, how hurt that other person is. That could be their last straw. And then boom, they just committed suicide, and now you feeling bad. And if you're not feeling bad, you need to reevaluate your life for real, because at the end of the day, like, I don't care how mad you was at that person. If that was if you did something and then the next day or even that night they end up killing themselves and you don't feel bad, something wrong with you for real. Like, seriously, something's dead wrong with you, and you need to go get help for real. Like, that's some heartless shit. I don't care. Like, that's really some heartless shit. And I feel like we just have to be more aware. Point blank period. We have to be more aware, because this is not okay. Suicide rates is going up. Every other day I'm getting on social media, somebody done committed suicide. We have to watch out for our loved ones. We have to be more alert with our loved ones. We have to keep eyes open, ears open. Sometimes now I just go, I cry, whatever. I let my feelings and emotions out, and I get back on my shit. But everybody's not like me. Some people can't push. Some people can't get through their problems and stuff like that, and they feel like death is the only way out. You have young people killing themselves. Young people, old people, middle age, like everybody. Like, it's not okay. It's definitely not okay. And I also feel like in this world we bully, I'm not gonna say we, but people bully celebrities. You sit here, a celebrity do one little thing, they're still human. I don't know why people tend to forget that. They are still human. They do one little thing, everybody on their ass. That in their comments, talking shit, doing this, saying that. But like, mind your business. Like, you feel me? Like, and if you're not gonna mind your business and you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. You feel me? Like, you sitting here, you really bashing on this girl or really thrashing this boy or whatever the case may be, but you're not understanding that is a form of bullying also. I don't care how old they are. It does not matter. It's still bullying. There's no age limit on bullying. And that goes from being a bully or being bullied. There's no age limit. So I definitely feel like this world just need to be more aware and more alert of what they're doing and their actions, because at the end of the day, like, you can be a bully and not even be aware of it. Back to my questions on Facebook, I was like, were you ever a bully? 35% people say yes, and 65% said hell no. I mean, I guess it's good that more people said hell no. I hope none of those people were lying. You feel me? Because at this point, if you're going to lie, just don't even vote. Like, you feel me? Just don't even say anything. But were you ever a bully? And whoever said yes, I just hope that you're not a bully anymore. And I hope that that experience taught you a lesson. But yeah, my next question was, have you ever been bullied? 73% people said yes, and 27% said no. And I just want to say, I hope that anybody that has been bullied, that you have gotten through it, and that you're still not being bullied to this day. And I hope that it has made you stronger and more humble. And yeah. And then my next question was, what would you do or say if your child comes home and tells you that they were being bullied, or your niece or nephew if you don't have a child? Somebody said, I need a meeting with the parents. That's mature to me. Like, that's mature in a way. Like, you feel me? Like, if you feel like that's how you should handle the situation, then cool. But like, I don't know. I feel like some people have experienced it, so they might handle it different because they know how it feels for real. So they probably just gonna be on something like, yo, like, I don't play that. Like, you know, just come up there real aggressive or whatever. But I definitely understand just meeting with the parents, because at this point we're gonna try the mature road. That don't work out, I don't see no other I don't see no other option for real. Say no, but you feel me? Like, it's, I don't know, just better say a little quick prayer. Somebody else said go up to the school. Yeah, definitely gonna pull up. Like, so what's going on? Point them out. Who is it? Oh, all right, let's go. It's either they're gonna have to fight it out, or the person gonna have to do something about it. Cause if I hear about it again, I'm fighting the parents. Like, what's up? Like, where's your mother? Where's your mother? Oh, all right. Like, you feel me? So, yeah. Definitely. And then, let's read my Instagram responses. Were you ever a bully? 32% said yes. 68% said hell no. Oh, all right. And have you ever been bullied? 45 said yes. 55 said no. What would you do if your child said they were being bullied? Somebody said, you gotta beat the mother the fuck up. Shit, she should have raised her kid better. Yo, on God though, like, okay, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have to teach your kids, because yo, it's gonna be them kids that your child gonna bully the wrong person, and you don't know who they got in their corner. You feel me? You don't know where they come from, none of that. You don't even know them. So it's just like, all right, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, your kids see who they bullying inside of school, but like I said, they don't know what they doing outside of school. They don't know their lifestyle outside of school. They don't know who their peoples is, none of that. So in order to protect you and yours, you might want to educate your child. I'm just saying. Somebody was like, beat that ass. Which brings me to what I said a few minutes ago. Like, them kids is probably gonna have to fight it out for real, because you not no punk and you not gonna keep bullying my child. So let's get this shit. Okay, this is battle of the kids. Somebody said go up to that school and see who wants smoke with my child. Get out. Like, y'all really funny for real. But okay, like, what's going on? Shoot, you got balls, you got big enough balls to bully my child and think what? And that's another thing. Parents have to make sure they have a close enough relationship with their kid. Like, as parents, like, y'all need to make sure y'all have that close relationship with y'all kids. Make sure your kid know that you're there for them and that you love them, so that they'll come to you with no hesitation, no problem. And they don't even have to second guess anything. Like, my mom with the shits. My mom will be here in 2 seconds. What's up? Like, you feel me? Like, so yeah. Somebody said whoop ass, the kid, they mom, dad, sister, brother, all that. I'm crying. Not the whole family guy, get it? Like, damn. Somebody said I'm pulling up. Period. Parents first, after that we beating ass. Oh, alright. He was saying he gonna have a conversation with the parents first. That ain't working. Alright. What's up? We gotta step both sides now. And that's respectfully. Like, you feel me? I tried to talk to you about it. It didn't change. Now we gotta go about it a different way. Like, now it's about to get crazy. Somebody said, fuck shit up because I was bullied as a kid, and that's one thing I hate. They really punks for real, for real. And that's what I was just saying. When you were bullied, you know how it feels, and it just sparks something inside of you, some type of anger, and it's just like, it takes you back. It's kind of like traumatic, like you're traumatized or whatever. So it like takes you back to when you was bullied, and you might just get mad and just react. You don't want to talk to nobody because you know how that felt. You know what you went through. You don't want to talk to this person about it. You don't want to sit down, be mature, and have a conversation. No, like, what's up? Like, you know, we about to handle this one way, and that's the only way. LOL, all these non-parents talking sound dumb as hell. Oh yeah, I had to tell my bro, don't be starting beef with my followers, yo. If you watching this, don't be starting beef with my followers. Like, cause what? And you ain't even say what you would do. You just talk about all these non-parents talking. Boy, shush. That's my bro. Fuck. But yeah. Shorty said, I go to the school or the child's mother and speak about it and what we can do to solve it. Mature, you feel me? Real mature. So yeah, you feel me? It's a mixture. I have a mixture of different followers, so you could comment tell. But yeah, like, it's definitely a mixture of responses. Some people just feel as though like it's on site. Some people feel like we could talk about it first, but after that, it's on site. And yeah, I had also DM'd some people and asked them like how did being bullied make you feel. Somebody said, didn't feel anything really. I have an older brother, so I just fought the bully. Wasn't scared of nobody. My brother used to beat me up. He made sure I wasn't no punk. Ghetto life, I guess. Alright, so let's talk about this, because I didn't really like his response, but at the same time I understood it, you feel me? So let me just go line by line, because I had something to say about each sentence. Like, okay. So I said, how did being bullied make you feel? And he said didn't feel anything really. I guess everybody different for real. Like, I mean, I don't know how you didn't feel no type of way about that, but alright, cool. Then he said, I have an older brother, so I just fought the bully, which goes to say, like I said, some people just feel like it's on sight. Like, they're gonna make the kids fight, and that's just gonna be that for real. And he said wasn't scared of nobody, but if you wasn't scared of nobody, how were you being bullied? Was you not scared of nobody after that? Like, after you beat the bully up, or what was the case? What's going on? And then he was like, my brother used to beat me up. He made sure I wasn't no punk. And that's another thing. Like, I do feel like that is a form of, you know, making sure your kid don't get bullied. Like, you know, showing them how to fight, teaching them how to fight or whatever. Making sure they know, like, but make sure they know when to fight and when not to fight. Do not turn your child into a bully. Like, teach them. You have to really teach your kids. Okay, so he was like, ghetto life, I guess. That part kind of threw me off, because it was like, how is any of that ghetto? Like, what? Like, alright, cool. But yeah. Sometimes I just be liking people's responses and just going on with my day because it just don't be making no sense. But yeah, somebody was like, girl, I'm 30. I don't really remember. I know it negatively impacted my self-esteem issues and my confidence for a while, but I never let it get me real sad or depressed, and made sure I was ready to cut ass back if they started smelling themselves too much. Alright. I do know that being bullied definitely impacts your self-esteem as an individual and your confidence, because then you start to look at yourself like, what's wrong with me? And that's another problem. Like, it's just like you're beating somebody down because you don't like yourself. So they're thinking like, they're starting to second guess their self, second guess who they are as who they are as a person, as an individual. And whole time they don't even know that you don't like yourself and that you have your own issues going on. And that's the reason that you're being a bully. Because nobody's thinking like that. Oh, wow, they're doing this to me because they feel some type of way about them. No, but that's just really what it is. Luckily, like she said, she never let it get her real sad or depressed. But some people don't have that luxury. It does get them real sad and depressed, and they end up killing themselves. So I'm glad that some of the people that voted on my story and answered my question or whatever did make it through and did not end up killing themselves. And rest in peace to the ones who did. And I'm praying for you and your for them and their family, because that's really something hard to go through. Like the fact that your child did not want to be here that much anymore, that they really ended up taking their own life. It's really sad. And if your child did try to attempt to take their own life and it did not work, talk to them and get them help now. Because first of all, that is a sign from God that there is more for them to live for, and that they should not have done it or tried it or anything like that. And I'm grateful every day that I'm still here. So you really need to sit down and really talk to your child. And she said, make sure I was ready to cut ass back if they started smelling themselves too much. And some kids are like that. Like, they know they could really burn your ass, like really getting your ass real quick, but they not trying to do all that because that's just not who they are. But if you go too far, it's a wrap. They get in your ass or they beat your ass, whichever one. Like, you feel me? So that's just how it is. Somebody said it low-key made me start to hate school and not like people, and affected my self-esteem to a degree. And that's just how it is. Like, being bullied, that's just the main thing. It affects being bullied affects the other person's self-esteem. You're degrading somebody, bringing them down to the ground, and it's not okay. And then for you to not make them want to come to school, now you're messing up their education, now you're messing up their everyday life. Like, it's deeper. Like, being bullied is deeper than what people make it seem. And the fact that it only comes up when something happens is not okay. And then she said, and it made her not like people. That's another thing. It makes you want to be closed off. You don't want to open up to nobody. You don't want to talk to nobody. Now you just this mean, bitter bitch because somebody else made you that way. And I know people be like, oh, you can't let other people's actions affect you. But as a kid, you're not thinking like that. You're not. So then you grow up and then you keep those same habits and stuff like that. And now you just grow up to be that mean, bitter bitch. And it's just like, y'all so quick to call black females mean, bitter bitches or whatever the case may be, but don't know the story and don't know what they went through and don't know what they had to go through behind closed doors. You don't know anything. So it's just like, how can you sit here and say that and you don't even know what happened? You feel me? Like, you don't know why they are the way that they are. And I feel like some people, especially like if you're trying to get into a relationship or fuck with somebody that has that tendency, like, sit there and talk. Figure out what's wrong. Figure out what you can do to even help them. If you feel like you're going to take them serious and you're really going to get into a relationship with that person, figure it out. Or even ask them, like, do they want to go to counseling? I don't understand why people feel like they only have to go to counseling or get help when something happens or when something bad is going on. You could be in a relationship with somebody and go to counseling together just because, like, it's healthy. It's good to talk about stuff. It's good to have another point of view, a professional point of view. Not your friend, not your mother, not your sister, a professional point of view. I had less self-confidence and I felt insecure in myself. I'm trying to tell you that bullying really makes somebody feel some type of way. At the time I was at, see, I hate when people don't know how to type because it makes it seem like I don't know what I'm saying. But at the time I was at a really low point, never to the point of suicide though. I was just always really snappy and my weight would bounce up and down. I had to go to therapy too. I was getting bullied by students and teachers. That's sad. That's what I'm saying. Adults be bullying and they don't even know it, or they don't even care that they are doing it, but adults be bullies too. In middle school, I had cancer and only a couple people knew. That's when I got bullied the worst. I had it in high school, but in high school I started and I was a little healthier. I guess you mean like he started in sports, but yeah. And that goes back to what I was talking about before. You don't know what somebody's going through behind closed doors. His weight was going up and down because he had cancer. Like he was probably like, you know, going through emotionally, physically, like just going through mad shit, and people bullying him because of how he looked or whatever the case may be, and didn't even know this boy was struggling with cancer. He said he only told a couple people. So it's just like you never know what somebody is going through, and y'all bullied that man. Like, no, like that is just ridiculous. And I respect him for really opening up like this. Like, he really just said all of this. And that's going to be this is next week's podcast. But the week after that, protecting black men, we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to have my gang here with me. So y'all really tune in for that one. Because, yeah, black men don't be opening up. And I'm not about to get into it because that's really going to be the next podcast after this one. But, yeah, that definitely made me think about that. But, yeah. So, I asked this person, you were a bully? Because he said, yeah, like, he was a bully before. And he was like, for a little bit, it wasn't nothing major. Just a nigga I was beefing with was being a bitch, but kept trying to act like he wanted beef, so I made an example. Oh, you tough. Oh, you Mr. Tough Guy. Oh, wow. Like, cool. But anyways, you can't, I feel like for him to say it was nothing major, that's not your place, because you don't know if it was major or not. You can't, I feel like if you was doing something to somebody, you cannot say it wasn't that deep or whatever the case may be, because that's not your place to say that. You don't know how it made that other person feel. And that goes for absolutely anything. Oh, I ain't hurt her that bad. Like, you feel me? Like, she good. You don't know that. You don't know that because you don't know the backstory behind it. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know none of that, so you cannot say that. But and yeah, some people, they just another thing we have to realize is that some people, they talk shit because of who's around. Like, yeah, I know people be like, yo, they could talk the shit, all right, so they better have the hands to match it. Nah, like, if you sitting here embarrassing somebody in front of everybody, of course they're gonna talk shit back. They're not just gonna stand there and seem like a punk to everybody. Like, that's just not how it's gonna be. But if they just talking shit, like, just to be talking shit, then alright, that's a whole different story for real. But if they're talking shit in a reaction to what you're doing to them, you cannot sit there and be like, oh yeah, well, fight me, because you're still being a bully. But it's just the fact that they're not going to sit there and let you disrespect them. You feel me? They're not going to sit there and let this happen and let that happen just because they can't fight or don't want to fight. They're still going to defend themselves and defend their name. Does not mean because they don't want to fight that they're a punk. No, that's not what that is. Like, I don't agree with that at all. Like, for example, if a girl comes to you, like, comes in your DM like, yo, you messing with my nigga, like, she might come off aggressively or whatever, but for you to be like, well, you want to fight about it, like, you feel me? Like, I feel like that's not okay. Like, you want to fight her because she's asking you about her nigga that you're most likely fucking with, because we're not dumb. Us females, we are not dumb. Like, we know, like, we're not gonna hit up no random female just thinking our nigga messing with her. That's like, what? Like, come on now, let's really think about it. So yeah, she could come at you differently in a more mature way, but even when some females come at other females mature, bitches still want to be childish and just want to laugh at it or be like, well, what you want to do about it? Like, no. I feel like us females need to stick together more. We be letting these niggas get away with mad shit and then be wanting to come at the females. But no, like, if I come at you maturely, like, hey, what's up? Like, I heard or I seen that my nigga was in your DMs and y'all was having conversations and y'all was being friendly or whatever the case may be. I don't know if you know, but that's my nigga, whatever. Like, if she's real respectful or whatever and you still come at her crazy, that's not okay. Like, how does that make you look? Like, yo, like, I deadass just came to you, mad mature, you feel me, asked you about my nigga. And she didn't even have to come with that energy. She could have just started snapping, you feel me? And even if she did start snapping, put yourself in her shoes. Like, you would that feel some type of way if your nigga was entertaining other females. You feel me? She's hurt. She's coming from a hurt place. Not saying it's okay to disrespect, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you could give a little leeway. Like, yo, chill, shorty. Like, you bugging. Like, come, like, put some respect in my name. Come at me right. We could talk about this for real, but you're not about to sit here and be disrespectful because I ain't know about you. You feel me? But if you knew about shorty, I don't know. You feel me? That's a whole other discussion for real. That's a whole other podcast. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, bitches be quick to bring up fighting, and that's the first go-to. And I just can't have that type of energy around me no more. Like, if you feel like that's the answer to everything, that's you. Cool, shorty. You keep that energy over there, though. I'm good over here. You feel me? But yeah. But somebody said they were a bully because they thought it was cool and I really wanted to fit in, not knowing I wouldn't fuck with half the motherfuckers I was getting in trouble with. Facts. And it be like that too. Like, you just want to be following the leader. And that was a lot of people in middle school, like, just following behind other kids and just want to be like this person, be like that person. And then, you know, now she making fun of her, so you all make fun of her too. And no. Childish. But yes, y'all, I just feel like we gotta be more aware of our actions, aware of what we say and do around people and to people. And just talk to our kids. We have to be a different generation of parents. Talk to our kids, make sure they're good, make sure they're in a good headspace, make sure we're not being bullies as parents, and just, you know, be more alert. That's it, and that's all. You feel me? Bullying is not okay. And yeah. And that's it for Ashani's podcast. Tune in every Monday, 6 p.m. Y'all already know what's up. And I'm going to need y'all to subscribe, turn on them post notifications, like, comment, share, all of that. Keep showing me love. I appreciate all y'all. I love all y'all. And yeah, we out.
Lion. Hey, love. Pretty, baddest bitch in the city. Yeah. It's a ditty. It take more than hundreds to try to get with me.